Hey, hello, hola, ¿cómo estás? I know he's laughing already.
Damn. What? The second time.
This is your man, Yao Fusu. And this is my son, Kwabena Fusu. Globe Master, Christopher. Now today, I'm putting my son on the spot. He's a very brilliant boy. Okay? He's in college. What level are you now?
Junior.
He's a junior already in college. Okay? You want to get what degree?
Associates. Getting transferred for bachelor's.
Okay. Now, he's very smart. His level of education is a whole lot higher than what I got. But let's see how smart my son is with American education, geographically, right? I'm gonna teach you geography today. Let's see how smart or what kind of lessons you learn about geography, or at least what the Western education taught you about geography. I'm gonna mix a little questions in, here and there, whatever, and see. Listen, if you don't know it, if you don't know any answer, just say I don't know.
Okay.
There's no shame to it.
Okay.
Okay? You know a whole lot of things that I have no idea about. If I don't know something, I'm not too proud to say I don't know. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
First question I want to ask you, I'm putting you on the spot. How many continents are on this planet?
7.
7. That's what American education taught you, right?
Yes.
Okay. What if I tell you that there's only 4 continents?
Let me guess, because Antarctica and Antarctica doesn't count basically.
No, Antarctica is a complete continent.
Okay. So then what do you mean by? Is it because
Talk a little louder so you know. Okay.
So let me guess. This is what you're gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
Because since Europe is connected to Asia,
Mm-hmm.
that's why you don't consider it 7.
That's a very good point. But Europe is not just connected to Asia. Europe is also connected to Africa. Did you know that?
Yeah, I knew that too.
Okay, so how the heck is Europe a continent if it's connected to Africa and Asia?
Fair point.
I'm glad. See, you're very smart. Shake my hand for that. So I'm going to teach you North America and South America is one continent. Did you know that?
Why? Because it's also connected to.
It's also connected. It's one continent. The Panama Canal is just, if you dig a trench, okay, you see your leg right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I cut your leg, I'm not saying cut your leg completely off, right?
Mm-hmm.
But let's say if I scratch your leg and you bleed out, right? Is your leg still connected together?
Yes.
Okay, so the continent, North America and South America, is one continent. Are you sleepy? You yawning?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Europe, Africa, and Asia is one continent. That's 2 continents. Right? Antarctica is a complete continent. And Australia is the smallest continent. Get that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who discovered the Americas from your Western education?
Even though I know it's not completely true,
Mm-hmm.
everybody says it's Christopher Columbus. But
Good.
It's not.
Check my hand one more time.
It's not.
Okay, that's a lie. Christopher Columbus never stepped foot into the Americas. Okay?
He never did.
First of all, historically, Africans had been crossing the Atlantic Ocean and the Pacific Ocean for thousands of years before Christopher Columbus was the first European to make a journey, and he didn't even come to see. Christopher Columbus never laid eyes on the American continent.
Mm-hmm.
You know what he saw? Hispaniola.
People Native Americans.
You know what the island of Hispaniola is today?
Spain.
No. I said island of Hispaniola.
Oh.
Dominican Republic and Haiti.
Yeah. It was right there. It's just yeah.
So that's where Christopher Columbus saw. Okay, so next time, I mean, you're in college now, so it's too late. But if you was a kid and the teacher tells you Christopher Columbus discovered America, you should have told them, motherfucker, kiss your ass. Because it's not true.
Yeah, I know it's not true.
Yeah. Good. How many planets are in the solar system?
Technically 8 because they don't count Pluto as a planet.
They don't count Pluto as a planet anymore. What if I tell you, before they used to say it's 9, but now they say it's 8, right?
Because they call Pluto a dwarf planet.
Okay. But what if I tell you they have no freaking idea what they're talking about? And that only God knows how many planets are in the solar system. No man can tell you how many planets are in the solar system. You sleepy?
No, I'm fighting it, but I can still.
You are fighting it, yeah. I know. I can see it in your eyes. You're sleepy.
I can still.
You can still hang, right? Okay. You know the map that's in your sister's room, Diana's room?
Yes.
What is it called? You have any idea what it's called?
It's the world map, isn't it?
It's a world map. It's called a Mercator projection. That's the map drawn by the Europeans. And that map is completely false. If I could send you right now to go to Diana's room, right? Go take a look at that map, right? And tell me what size. You have to make it quick because I'm recording. What size is Greenland and what size is Africa?
Alright.
Do it real quick. What did you discover looking at that map?
They look about the same size.
They look about the same size. Shake my hand again. Do you don't want to know the truth? Africa is 14 times bigger than Greenland. But on the European map, it looked the same size, right? Or in some cases, Greenland even looked bigger than Africa. But Africa is 10 plus 4 times bigger than Greenland.
It's crazy.
That's crazy because they lie to us. Perfect example. I'm glad you touched it yourself. Can you find Greenland on the map?
Right here.
This is Greenland, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Look at the size of Greenland and look at the size of Africa on the globe.
Okay, why are they lying on the map?
Why they lie on the map? On the Mercator system, the Europeans make all the countries in the northern hemisphere look humongous. Try to get back into the frame. Yeah, they make the countries in the northern hemisphere look humongous, right? Mm-hmm. To make their countries look bigger. In actuality, your countries are much smaller. Like, I don't even want to send you into Diana's room anymore, but on the Mercator system, right? On the Mercator projection,
yeah,
Russia looks like it's 2 times bigger than Africa.
Wait, let me guess. Africa's bigger?
Russia can fit into Africa 2 times and still have room left over. And Russia is the largest country in the world. I'm glad you'd like to go to the map, to the globe to see for yourself.
Okay, that's China.
Let me show you Russia if you don't know.
Yeah, I knew it.
This is Russia right here. Yes.
On top.
Okay. Russia could fit into Africa 2 times. 2 freaking times and still have room left over in Africa. How many times do you think the United States of America can fit into Africa?
4 times?
About 4 times. Okay? In fact, Africa is so large that let me see. Africa is so large, right? I wrote this down here. You can fit the continental US, which is the 48 states, not including Alaska, right? You could fit the entire Western Europe. You could fit India. You could fit Argentina, Scandinavia, England, and still have room left over in Africa. That's not even including Madagascar. Madagascar here is a humongous island. Madagascar alone is like the size of Spain, France, and England put together. And that's just one island of Africa. Okay. What do you know about the Middle East?
Not that much. Well, I would say. Wait, hold on. I know some things to an extent because I'm
Like
what
I
I'm
said,
majoring in. I'm barely studying history.
like I said, if you don't know, you don't know. It's not a crime not to know. First of all, there's no such thing as Middle East.
So who made it up then?
The Europeans.
Why?
Good question. The so-called Middle East is entirely Northeast Africa,
Well, like including Yemen and
including Yemen, Saudi Arabia, Oman, Qatar, Kuwait, all of them. Do you know what separates Africa from Asia?
what?
Good question. What separates Africa from Asia? Africa's natural border is called the Euphrates River. It's right here. The Euphrates River separates Africa. The Euphrates used to be a mighty, mighty river thousands of years ago.
How mighty are we talking?
I'm talking about mighty, mighty, mighty river. That's what used to separate Africa from Asia. The Euphrates is like about a tenth of its size now. It had pretty much dried up, so probably less than a tenth of its original size. Okay, that's what used to separate Africa from Asia. I mean, it's still connected, but that was a major waterway that used to separate the black Africans from the Eurasians, Persians. Okay?
Okay.
I hope you can learn something from that. The middle, you asked me a question about why did the white people call this area here the Middle East, right? Historically, it's all Africa, but this part of Africa, the Northeast Africa, was sparsely populated. If I say sparsely populated, you know what it means?
Like, wait, repeat that? I'm sorry.
Sparsely population.
Okay, so that would mean
Means was very low populated. Like,
Yeah.
like even right now, today, there's a country called Namibia. Namibia, a huge country, the size of it's about the size of Nigeria, which is a huge country too, right, in Africa. But the population of Namibia today is about 2 million.
that's lower than New York City.
Yes. Why? Because most of it is desert. The Namib Desert. Now, this whole area here, the Arabian Desert, right? Anywhere that's desert, black people, natural inhabitants, population is very what? Very low. Okay, so when the Asians, when the Persians, Asian Persians and the Europeans gang up on Africa, this was the first, what they call the Middle East now, was the first place they invaded. Okay, and to be honest with you, the Persians pretty much annihilated the black population of what's called the Middle East today. The total annihilation. They only left a few percentage of blacks there to be what? Slaves. They will never teach you this in American education. But I'm only telling you this because you are my son. Wake up, I know you're sleepy, but keep your head up.
I'm still here.
Okay. Alright? I'm gonna talk about that later. Alright? What size do you think Antarctica is?
It's massive.
It's massive, about same size as North America. Okay? Now, if you ever want to look at the world map on flat surface, right? There's a map called the Gall-Peters projection that shows the actual sizes of the countries. That one looks almost like the globe, but on a flat surface, right? Right. Like I told you, right? On the Mercator projection, that's the map your sister have in her room.
Yeah.
Right? Russia looks like it's twice the size of Africa, but actually Russia can fit into Africa 2 times and still have room left over in Africa. Okay? Greenland, which looks like the size of Africa, is actually the size of the Congo in Africa, just one country in Africa.
Okay.
Okay? The Mercator projection make countries in the north humongous. Canada, especially the Scandinavian countries like Norway, Sweden, Finland. They all look much bigger than they actually are on the Mercator prediction. Okay, they are not that huge. Okay, even Japan, right? They make Japan look smaller. This is Japan right here.
Yeah.
They make Japan look smaller than it actually is. Japan is actually bigger and larger than England. Okay?
Isn't Japan an archipelago?
Japan, yeah, archipelago, bunch of islands. Most countries that's outside of the Asian continent itself, which is Japan, Taiwan, Philippines, Indonesia. Oh, speaking of Indonesia, right? Indonesia from the eastern point of Indonesia to the western point of Indonesia. Look at this humongous island here. What is it called? Papua New Guinea, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what do you see? They have split it in two. Indonesia have split that island in two and taken half of it. And you know this island, Papua New Guinea, this whole island, most of these islands here, not most of them, all of them, all these islands here, right? Natural inhabitants are black people. From Australia, Papua New Guinea, Guadalcanal, all these islands are inhabited by natural inhabitants are black people. Even, yeah, I know you're looking at me strange. They are black people, and I'm gonna prove to you. Even you see the Philippines, right? Philippines, where I've been to the Philippines a lot of times. Luzon, the northern island, and Mindanao, the southern island, right? They have natives that look just like you and I. I know you don't believe me, but I'm gonna show you a video after I finish this. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Natural inhabitants, they're called Aitas. You never heard about this before, have you?
I believe I did.
Okay.
But, wow.
Even Malaysia have black people.
Okay, that I knew. Somewhat.
Okay. What if I tell you this island, Taiwan, right? Have black, natural inhabitants of Taiwan. The original name used to be Formosa, right? They are the same people that used to live in northern Luzon. They are called Aitas, black people. Okay. Even the seven islands of Japan, Okinawa, all the way to Iwo Jima, right?
Yeah.
The natural inhabitants that used to live in these islands were black people. I know you're looking at me like your father is crazy, but I'm telling you the truth. Okay, yeah, whistle. There are islands here, right? The Maldives, all these islands south of India, right, are inhabited by black people. Okay? There are some wild islands called the Andaman Islands. They are the Andaman Islands. Have you ever heard of the Sentinel Islands?
Yes.
What do you know about the Sentinel Island?
Like, I don't...
Okay, the Sentinel Islands is this one island, right? The natural inhabitants are black people. The darkest skin, their skin look like this, right? The darkest skin people you could see on this planet, and these people have fought Europeans, Indians, anybody that tried to. If you step foot on that island, they will kill you.
Is it that
A couple of years ago, some stupid white guy.
Yeah, I knew it was familiar. That's why I forgot about it.
Okay. A couple of years ago, some stupid white guy. Listen. If you are a foreigner and you step foot on that island, they're gonna murk you.
Like how he died again? They were shooting arrows and stuff?
Yes. These people, you see, fucking India has tried to take over that island for centuries. They cannot. These people are natural black people, right? You know, India has taken care. They have over. How would I say? They have colonized the Andaman Islands, right? But when it comes to the Sentinel Islands, they cannot. If you step foot over there, they will kill you.
Mm-hmm.
And they have their reason why. They have their reason why. Okay? This huge continent, Australia, I mean, continental-wise, it's the smallest continent, but who do you think owned that land?
Let me guess. England.
That's what you think. The natural inhabitants look like you and I. I mean, they are much darker skinned than we are, but they are black people. They are called the Aborigines. The first time I ever saw an Australian Aborigine was when I took Nelia to Singapore. First time I ever saw them face to face, right? And I was like, whoa, they got this fat fucking face, you know, dark as shit. But their hair is like, their hair texture is like, it's like silky. And they were looking at me like, and I was looking at them like, but they are black people. They are the original landowners of Australia, the whole continent. So the point I'm trying to make to you is, black people are not just natives to Africa. We are all over the world. Do you know black people used to rule southern part of Europe?
I believe I learned that in world history.
Spain, Italy, especially Sicily, were all African, colonies.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, the North Africans were called the Moors. Okay?
Yeah.
Look, I know you're sleepy, but I'm trying to put some knowledge into your head, so please try to stay up.
No. Listen, I am. Do you see me dozing off? Like, in
Yeah, but I know your eyes. You are sleepy.
Yeah.
Okay, you're my child. I know when you're sleepy, but
literally, I'm fighting
try to stay up.
I'm fighting it.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Look. Have you ever heard of the island? The island called Ireland, where the Irish live today.
Yes.
That was a Moor company, Moorish. I said company. That was a Moorish colony.
Moorish.
Black people used to live in Ireland. Funny, isn't it? Let me tell you a story. What do you know about St. Patrick's Day?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
All I know is that people get drunk.
Okay. Let me give you the true history that they will never teach you in America about St. Patrick's Day is the black people that used to live on the island called Ireland. I mean, on the island called Ireland today.
Mm-hmm.
They were called Druids.
What?
Druids. Druids.
Druids?
Druids. Yeah. Druids. The Druids. Okay. And these people were Rastafarians. They were Rasta people.
They had dreads and stuff.
They have dreads, right?
Okay.
And the Europeans, the Celtics, the Celtics or whatever you call them, right?
The Celtics.
The Celtics or the Celtics or whatever you call them, right? The shameless people. You know, England, Wales, Ireland, Scotland, they are all Anglo-Saxons, right? These people, the Irish of today, went onto that island and slaughtered all the black people. You don't know that, do you? Yeah. They said the guy, the leader of that invasion was called Patrick. And they made him a saint after they killed all the black people. So they now, I know when you was in high school, in your ROTC, you used to go march in St. Patrick's Day, right?
Hell no. It was Veterans Day.
Oh, Veterans. Oh, okay. All right. Well, the point I'm trying to tell you is that Ireland used to be an island that was owned by Moors, black people. Okay? And the Celtics went over there and slaughtered them all, annihilated them, and took over.
Huh.
Hmm.
Is that why we have a basketball team called the Boston Celtics?
Yes. And St. Patrick's Day. So if you're a black person, especially if you live here in America, and you celebrate St. Patrick's Day, you're just a freaking idiot because you don't know the true history behind it.
I really don't even. I really don't. I really didn't know.
You didn't know, but as my son, this is knowledge that I have to pass on to you because Western education is not going to teach you none of these things.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. What was the original name of what is called Egypt today? Do you know?
No.
Kemet. Kemet. I know in America here you see movies they show Cleopatra as a white woman and all this stuff. Egypt is an Arab name. But Kemet, the original people, were people that look just like you and I. Our ancestors built the pyramids. No white person, especially Arabs. Arabs don't know how to build nothing. Arabs never built anything. And I'm not afraid to say an Arab has never built anything in this world. Okay? Everything in what was built in ancient Egypt was built by our ancestors. The entire continent of Africa, including the Middle East, where the Arabs live today, is our land, not theirs. All right? Now, let me see how far we're going with this video. I don't want to let it be too long. Okay?
Okay.
I think I've taught you enough today. I hope you learned something. What was the original name of the people that used to live in Ireland? I just taught you that.
Yeah, you just told me that. It was
It started with a D.
Oh.
DR. Druids.
Yeah.
The Druids. Keep it in your brain. Okay? What else did I teach you? That Australia is what? Australia is not an English continent. It's a black continent.
Yes.
Okay?
Not and also,
Black people, let me tell you something. Black people, we don't just come from one continent, which is Africa.
we come from many.
We come from many places. Okay? We have Australia. We own Australia. We own 90% of the islands in the Pacific. Okay?
I'm still shocked about you telling me about black people in Japan. Like,
Oh yeah. Ancient history will tell you as far north as Okinawa, original inhabitants were black people. Luzon and Mindanao, the Philippines today, even in Visayas, and Malaysia, original people were black people before the Asians expanded there and took over. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah.
I told you the island, which is Ireland, used to be a black colony. Okay? The whole south of Spain, Italy, were all part of the African, how would I say, the Moorish conquest. Okay? There's a whole lot I'm going to teach you in another video. But for now, I think I've taught you enough for today. So the video turns out to be too long. Alright? This here is a good map, a good globe. I'm glad it's in black and white so you can learn a lot from it. There's a whole lot of things that I'm going to show you. Okay? Do you know East Africans, right, from the Horn of Africa,
Yeah.
were trading with people from China and India before the Portuguese ever thought about building ships and exploring Africa and other parts of the world. Africans have been crossing. Do you see how close Africa is to South America?
Yes.
Okay? Africans has been crossing the Atlantic Ocean for thousands of years before the white man ever thought about even building a ship to go anywhere. Okay? Don't let the Western education fool you. Your ancestors were great people. We did a lot of things that the white people only wish they could do. They learned a lot from us. Okay? It was black people, not to sound racist, but it was black people, the Moors, that went to southern Europe and southern Italy and built bathhouses. Okay, these people used to take their bath in rivers or whatever. When it comes to actual bathhouses, it was the Moors that showed them how to take baths properly. And I'm not a racist, I'm just telling you the truth. Okay? So, have a good night. Get out of here. I know you're sleeping. So. Alright, so my name is Yalfosu. This was a little geographical and history lesson for my son. Alright? If this is the first time you're coming up on this channel, subscribe, share it, and pretty much that's it for today.
Until next time.
You learned something?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.